going up.
No. I've started barking within.
Oh,
and
right.
it confuses her, so she's like, "Oh, what are we doing?" I think it's a gorilla noise.
It's like an ape. Yeah.
Yeah. She gets like, the alarm's been raised. No, it's all good. It's all good. What the hell is? Oh, okay. I remember that now. Yeah. It's fucking January, isn't it?
It is. Has been
January.
been for a bit now. It's nearly the end of January.
It has been snowing. As
Yeah.
well. This is a bit of banter, isn't it?
Yeah. Coming up to tax season.
Hooray!
Yeah, I didn't. I
You can
completely
tax
forgot.
snow.
And then I saw someone doing theirs. I was like, oh shit, yeah, I do that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You not do it before? Oh, you guess.
I do it. I've done it for the past few years, but I forgot this year. I normally get a shitload of reminders. I mean, like, remember, do your taxes, remember, but they've just stopped bothering.
Oh, is that from your pop-up on your desktop that's like, oh, the bins,
No, like emails
taxes?
and letters and shit from HMRC. They used to send you loads of reminders, but I think mine stopped around about November. Be like, you'll remember. I didn't.
He's on top of this. He's not gonna fuck this up.
Yeah,
That's weird. Yeah, I think November's weird stuff happened because I've got to start being more aggressive with doctors and nurses now. I think. That's
you got to call and bother them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and like be more. I'm too nice. We all know this. Day to day, I'm too pleasant and I'm too considerate. But yeah, I need to I went to the pharmacy today because I'm on a lot of medication. I say a lot. People are on lots. I'm on I don't know, 6 medications.
Yeah,
and so I've had it every month for the past 5 years. And then in November they just decided to stop giving it to me. So I went to the pharmacist there. I was like, so what's, it's been 2 months now. Can I have my medicine? They're like, no, we stopped that. Yeah. But the thing is, I'm assuming that people get into pharmaceutical work because they care, right? On some level. Because they believe in the medicine, right?
Yeah.
So this woman was shocked that I hadn't received medicine.
Right.
But was not sorry that she stopped it. So I was stood there as well. Obviously, the face mask, so you can't see how pleasant my face is. So
Yeah.
it's just my glaring eyes. And yeah, she was just like, so what? Have you just not had medication? No, I haven't. Well, why? Because you stopped giving it to me. Well, why didn't you ask us? I am here asking you now. Why? Yeah. So November time, maybe they stopped all the medicine and maybe they stopped all the tax reminders. Who knows?
Sorry.
I expect us to be doing...
Forgot to
You're
focus.
doing a quick Sudoku?
I'm not blue. There we go. I'm blue
You're
now.
not blue. Oh, no, you're blue.
No, I'm blue. Sorry.
No, you could be part of a trio band
Should have set
in
this up
percussion in Vegas.
Yeah.
Blue band group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's we've got to spend money on, COVID shit. So now normal people don't get their medicine.
Well, that's the thing, because, again, I've been trying to get medical stuff sorted since COVID began.
Yeah.
And I've been extra patient because it's there's other stuff going on. But, I was today, the pain in all of my bones is spreading. So I'm like,
Ugh.
well, that's probably a bad sign.
Yeah.
I should be more aggressive about that. Instead, I'm like, it's fine.
No.
They'll get round to it when they get round to it.
No.
So, I've got to be aggressive now. So Monday, I've got to... the pharmacy's like, well, you can phone them on Monday. It's like, all right, so I just got no medicine for 2 days.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So, I've got to be aggressive with them on Monday. But I'm hypersensitive to my aggression. The same way I'm hypersensitive to my... I've never really... I don't think I've ever really hit anybody. But there's part of me that's like, I'm tall, so therefore if I hit someone, all my demons would come out.
Yeah.
I don't want to punch someone and then something go wrong.
No.
I'd rather you punch. I don't mind being punched, but I won't punch. Yeah, it just feels wrong. So I just got to be more aggressive with them on Monday.
It goes back to what we
it was just a weird phase.
were saying last week, though, where it was like people complain about the NHS and whatnot, but it's just a business. It's just a big, stupid business, and that's how big businesses work. I remember when the only time I've worked in a big office-y, corporate-y environment, and I would be emailing someone about a project that they wanted doing by me, and I would send them a thing that needed a response, and it would be like a week or something, and then my line manager would be like, "Have you heard back from them?" I'd be like, "No, I haven't heard anything."
Yeah.
And they'd say, "Well, did you chase them up?" Oh, so it's like it's my responsibility to ensure that this person isn't incompetent. Great.
And to make them do what they wanted me to do.
Yeah, but that's how it works. It's like you've just got to keep reminding them that they want you to do something.
Yeah, remind them to do their taxes, remind them to oh, we stocked your medicine. Yeah, people need poking every now and then, I guess.
Yeah. It's just it's just, but again, it's a big lumbering, slow, stupid business full of bureaucrats. Like, it's just how it works. So just also, squeaky wheel gets the grease and all that.
Yeah, but I mean, I think I'm kind of a medical
Marvel
phenomenon. Marvel sounds glorified, I guess.
Yeah,
but like there was a point, and this is probably diabetes, right? But there was a point where I'd wake up in the middle of the night for a piss, and I'd miss the toilet because I was knackered, and I'd come back in the next day, and the piss had dried, and it was just a pile of sugar. Now, as much as that sounds like a joke, it's 100% true.
Yeah.
So,
despite his height, he is part Oompa Loompa.
Just a part fucking sugarcane, fucking Santa Claus elves or whatever the fuck, they eat candy or whatever. And I wasn't even eating that much sugar at the time, but there was so much sugar my body was breaking down so little sugar, it was just throwing it out in piss.
Yeah,
just like a drain pipe. Fuck's sake, trying to get leaves out of a
just stop having sugar.
No, I am. No, this was a bad time, but yeah, it's all the other weird shit, but it's also weird medication. But so trying to get back on medication, I've got to be more aggressive with doctors. I mean, there's loads of doctory stuff that I'm meant to be doing, but I'm being more patient with them. And it's just like I was meant to have another renewed prescription like 6 months ago, and I'm still waiting for the letter. So it's like, and they rang me yesterday. It's like, why have you stopped taking this medication? Well, because I've stopped being prescribed it. No, you haven't. If you could send me a prescription, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Just try to be too understanding, so it'll be more aggressive. But it's just, if I start being aggressive with the NHS, then maybe it might go too far. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to try that. I don't want to start raiding a hospital with a frying pan. Give me the drugs! Whatever it is. But it could also just be the cold, but I do feel like a 60-year-old arthritic man. Like, I did a food shop today, and just like getting the 3 shopping bags into my car, I was like, I could probably use a young, helpful person to help me with this.
Christ almighty.
My knees start being in pain. Yeah. How are you? Anyway, intro.
Me? I'm great. I'm worried, but I'm great.
Worried
about you at this point.
It'll be fine. But it's fucked up. It's pretty fucking weird, but it's fine. Like it's probably just one of those things. And it's snowing. Your hands don't work anymore.
It's one of those things that. I mean, I'm fine.
Oh, good.
But
you got your potpourri and your aftershave.
Yeah, I started working out again this week, which is good.
You can lift up things, can you?
I can. More than shopping.
Good for you.
Yeah.
More than a bottle of milk.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's good.
Wait till take a shovel when I go shopping now. Just shovel all the shopping. That doesn't look suspicious. Why have you got a shovel and a bag of lime in your car? I'm going shopping. All right.
Just drive around the store.
like the Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
Oh, JCPenney, whatever. Yeah. So you're gymming it again?
Yeah. A couple this week. I was going to try and get another one in today, but I'm just seized up. I just can't move. So I'll try again tomorrow. Other than that, like shooting, making spec projects for prospective clients and stuff. It's been good. It's been a productive week, productive time all round. It's been the best January as far as shit like that goes that I've had in a while.
Good. Any party clients, like birthday shops? They're what they call party shops, right? Where they would just sell like balloons and streamers and
I guess so.
and shit.
But
You got any of those?
No. Speaking
That's
of which,
a shame, isn't it?
how was your birthday?
Oh, I wasn't even. I wasn't doing that.
I know,
just thought
but
it'd be
it
funny
just
to do,
triggered.
like,
Yeah.
no, it was fine. I don't really give a shit, to be honest.
No, I know.
Like,
you never make like a big deal of anything, really. You make a big deal of everyone else's.
Oh, but I'm a giving person, Steve. So I tried to give myself a hug, but all my fingers broke. So I don't know. No, yeah, I had a birthday. I'm 33 now, but I didn't really do anything. Just I think I drank some. No, that was New Year's. I didn't do anything. I don't think. Just chilled out.
Oh,
Just stayed for the weekend. I don't really care.
No.
It's a genuine thing. Went for a long walk.
I guess
Contemplated life.
it depends on your habit and whatnot. I suppose. Like if it's never been something that you've done as like a family or anything like that, then I suppose it's not weird. Like for me, it'd be. I mean, I say for me, I think for most people it'd be strange if people didn't say anything on your birthday or you didn't do stuff on your birthday.
I wouldn't care. I mean, I've got friends that like, I forgot it was my birthday up until it like halfway through the day. I was like, oh yeah, okay, fair enough. I bought some pillows. That's what I did. I treated myself to some new pillows.
That's good.
Yeah, because like I don't know what it was, but yeah, my whole pillows I think were knackered. They're starting to abrasively affect my arms. So I was like, I'll get some new pillows in.
More health problems.
Oh yeah. The pissing sugar and arms are being broken by pillows. No. Well, let's put it this way. I'm going to be glad when swimming's legal again. I mean, it might be a year or two, but like, I don't know. Well, I think there was like an immunization person I caught a brief clip of on BBC. It was like, it's going to take years for the vaccine or something. Wasn't there like a thing that Boris was like, oh, by the way, the British one's worse than everywhere else?
Something like that. And it's like,
where'd this come from?
Just that whole new strain. Like
2.0, whatever. All right.
And I saw a message from somebody on on one of my stories as well. I can't remember who it was, but basically someone that they know passed away, and
Larry David.
Oh, did he?
He's dead. He's dead now. Yeah.
No, he isn't.
Larry David. No, not Larry David.
No, Larry King. Fuck
Larry
off,
King.
Jesus Christ. Larry David.
Larry King's dead.
A national treasure for someone else's country.
Diagnosed with COVID.
Yeah.
Were you a big fan of the show?
Curb?
The him show? Yeah.
I like Curb Your Enthusiasm. I haven't seen the last couple of series, like because there was like a run of like 5, I think, maybe 6, and then it took quite a chunky break, and then there were more, and I haven't seen those more.
Fair one. That's all right. It was all right. I didn't really get too big into it.
Yeah,
but I like the idea and the fact that it exists in terms of just like vaguely improv.
I never really watched Seinfeld either. Like I started, but it's never something I cleared through. It's not like a cultural touchstone for me.
Yeah, there was always like a background thing. Yeah, because it used to be like ran at like 4 p.m. and 4:30.
I just don't think it was big over here. Not in the same way that like Friends or Frasier were. No, it wasn't part of the lineup.
Was Frasier bigger over here? I guess just because of more.
Just because of exposure. Like they showed every series, like from beginning to end, which I don't think we had of Seinfeld, or we didn't have on terrestrial TV anyway.
Yeah, I do remember that. Well, maybe it's at different times. I think it was like Frasier was on a weekend or something. I can't remember. But it was all Friday night. I'm not a huge fan of Curb, but it's good that I like the concept and everything, so that's good.
Yeah.
But so Larry King's dead.
Yeah.
And apparently he was diagnosed with COVID a few weeks ago. I don't know how related those two are. But sorry, you were saying someone you knew someone who died.
Yeah, someone I know someone who died, and they put a thing on, and I get it. Like it's not nice when people die and whatever. Like it's upsetting. But I said it was like. To anybody who thinks this thing isn't real, I hope you don't lose someone close to you or something like that. And it's like I get it, but I don't think anybody's saying it's not real. I think they're just saying it affects some people sporadically, randomly, much more severely than it affects most people.
Yeah,
that's really the only argument I've ever heard about it.
I don't know. Facebook posts are weird. We've got a mutual friend on Facebook who just posts up photos of, look how cold this dog is. And I'm just like, what do you want me to do with this cold dog? This dog's really cold, it is. All right. And it's
I don't know who this is. I haven't been on Facebook in ages.
I'll tell you after. But like, yeah, it's just like I was confused, and I think it was like this dog was left out and found.
Okay.
And look how cold it is. I think that's what it was trying to do, right. But it wasn't done by somebody who'd like put that much effort into it. So it was just look how cold this dog is. Oh, all right, fair enough. I like this. I don't know. Share it.
Yeah, shocked face.
yeah, oopsie daisy, I guess. Let's see how it goes. But yeah, apparently, the British one's meant to be worse for some reason. I don't know. That's where it starts. It starts to get silly for me now because it's just like, well, we all agree. I think I could go get on board with getting rid of an infectious disease as if we can, but being like, well, ours is worse than France's. Okay, that was it. Travel restrictions. They said travel on this interview I saw. They said travel restrictions shouldn't be lifted for a couple of years because once it's all controlled, then it has to be controlled for a while. And there's all this kind of stuff. It's like, I don't care. I'm not bothered about going to Belgium.
I'm just yeah, fuck off. By summer it'll be fine. By autumn, we'll be open again. Like
very seasonal, this, isn't it? Do you think in seasons? Is that why you got so much potpourri?
Well, no. This is what the fucking scientists have been saying for ages.
Scientists go by season.
Typically, pandemics and whatnot, they last around about 18 months.
That's a few seasons. That is.
It is
6 or 7 seasons.
Yeah. They go up and down and then up again and then they die out, or they just get less and less severe until they're irrelevant. And then sort of by autumn, there shouldn't be any evidence that contradicts the idea that we can just reopen and carry on as fucking normal.
What's the first thing to reopen, I guess?
I mean, not to be controversial, but there'd be a lot of people that say just fucking open up now. It makes no difference.
Yeah. Well, laundrettes, are they open? You should know, right?
I should. They're essential. They must be.
Yeah, and there's kind of like no one in there.
Yeah.
Usually.
They'd have to be.
It's just a room full of machines that you feed your clothes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ever used a laundrette?
Only on holiday.
You went on holiday to a laundrette? You went on holiday to a laundrette?
We didn't have a lot of money when we were kids.
Yeah, this is a little roller coaster in it, spinning around.
Yeah, great.
It's like an arcade game that you always lose. Like, oh, now my clothes are wet.
Put your armbands on, get in. I don't want to. Get in.
Tell your school friends that we went on holiday.
I wanted to go to the sea.
This is the sea now. Yeah. Can you fabric softener your children? I guess you can. No. Bold.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got a baby on the bottle in it, Persil, somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this one's called Tide.
The tides have changed since we lost our children. Anyway, introduction. We're episode 225. We're on YouTube. If you're just listening, you want to give us a watch, feel free to go ahead. And we're vaguely on social media. Have fun with that. That's us. So yeah, not much news this week because of how America's being.
Oh yeah,
because like
new guy is here, old guy is gone.
Yeah, and then like all the late show hosts got really intense in the past couple of weeks. I think. Oh God. Like who's Seth Meyers? Goes on like rants. Went on a rant every night about, and admittedly, right, the riot stuff happened, which is newsworthy. And if you're politically leaning, I'm sure that's like a flag for you to either fight for or against. But like, it was just casual, obviously aggressive, passive-aggressive language. Like, so the president that started an insurrection last week is looking to be left. And then I haven't watched any of the Biden stuff, but yeah, there's loads of. That's just all that's in the news this week. Really, is just Biden is undoing Trump stuff. Trump didn't go to Biden's inauguration party.
Who cares?
Well, I don't get this.
When did presidents become fucking celebrities? It's so ridiculous.
Is there a prime minister equivalent where, like, Oasis sings the national anthem?
I don't
Fucking
know.
Rolling Stones walk on and, oh, welcome, Gordon Brown, whatever.
They're just incredibly boring liars. That's all a politician is. Some of them are regal liars, some of them are convincing liars, some of them are not convincing liars, but they're all just pretty boring liars.
But they put on a good show when they move house, right? They go in the house, they get Lady Gaga to sing. Oh, wouldn't it be great if Lady Gaga sang the song or whatever it was?
And all these people,
I don't know, it's one of those people
that call for kind of like that are talking about income disparity and shit like that, and they go and they're like, "Oh, I'm so glad this guy's here." It's like that guy is living in that massive house with his wife and his dog. Like, does that not strike you as weird? Why can't he go just live in a flat?
Don't they get $500,000 a year for life?
400. I don't know about life, but $400,000 during term, I think. Which and Bill Burr always says has this rant about it because he says they should get fuck you money because $400,000 a year for leading a nation is kind of nothing.
Yeah, it opens yourself up to bribery is this whole thing.
Bribery and corruption. But
KFC
it's neither here nor there because normally the people that get into power are there because they've been getting bribes and shit for years anyway.
Well, I think they definitely get Secret Service for life. Like they get bodyguards for life. And I thought they got like a salary, which would be quite funny. Because like income disparity, it's like, why don't you just get a job that pays $400,000 a year for life? Why not just do that? But that's all that's been in the news, and I think it's quite funny. I think it was like Beyonce sang it as inaugural. We don't have an equivalent, I guess. We just don't have maybe we do. I don't know. I guess there's like Conservative Party conferences. Maybe Lady Gaga sings at those.
I just think for some reason I think other countries, ourselves included, are more realistic about what it means. We don't pretend that this one thing is going to fucking change everything. Like, the last one didn't change much. It's just
got a red briefcase.
It's just they pretended it did. And now this one's not going to change much either.
Have they got a red briefcase?
I don't know.
I think that's as much entertainment that we get with our politicians is every now and then they walk the catwalk with a big red briefcase.
Yeah. This has got the budget in it. It's such a weird photo op.
Oh.
It's like I wonder what it is in like other countries if they had those things, because I don't think it happens in any other country where like someone comes out to announce the budget and they get a photo op with a fucking suitcase in their hands. Like It's a weird tradition that we've never really thought about, but every time they announce the budget, it's a picture of a politician with a briefcase on the front of the paper.
Well, I think we should embrace it more, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we just know about it. We don't know the history of it. We should look into this.
America has the weird tradition on Thanksgiving where the president pardons a turkey.
Oh yeah,
Which is strange. Like, like
on the list of priorities, it does feel weird to dedicate to a lot of time in your busy schedule for a turkey.
I'm going to choose which turkey will not get murdered and will live out its life in peace on the presidential lawn.
Yeah, I'm going to choose the turkey that watches all of its friends die. You. Thanks, Mr. President. They're always the president as well. They're president for life as well, which is weird.
Yeah.
Just
Except
president
Trump.
and bodyguards.
Not my president. Shut up.
Yeah, well, technically, on his driver's license, it probably says president. Anyway, there wasn't much news this week. But I did try and find some stuff. So there's one thing I found funny, and this is the whole article. Elephants have started being counted from space. Like,
just a really like with a telescope or something. Like if you go down, it's a lot easier.
Yeah. No, they've. I think it's like conservationists like Peter and stuff have started using satellites with smart technology that automatically detects elephants and counts them.
Right.
And this is a good cause because it's conservation, but it does feel like there's other stuff going on, and it just feels funny that Peter have started a space program. Yeah, they've infiltrated space. So yeah, now and it's more accurate to count them from space with computers. That makes sense. But if they can count elephants, can they count people? That'd be cool.
See, I guess this is the difference. People have sort of a right to privacy in a certain respect.
Well, yeah, because I was thinking,
Whereas
I thought maybe
elephants
that
don't.
would be. I assume that you wouldn't want to be counted from space, right? Because, like, I imagine, right, if there was satellites counting people from space and monitoring and tracking you, then you could be like, "Where's Steve?" And if you're like,
yeah,
you know, you can find me if you want. You tick that checkbox. And if someone's like, "Oh, whereabouts is Steve?" They can see him, but "Oh yeah, I'll go punch him in the face right now."
Right, but but at the same time, if they're counting elephants from space, they can't tell which elephants they're counting. Well, that's Betty, and that's Hilga, and that's
you
whatever.
Could infrared them. Do you want to be infrareded? Yeah, you get like a barcode of some kind. Oh, mate, how great would that be? You walk outside. Every time we walk outside, it goes boop. It's just all of your data goes to space.
Unexpected item on Earth.
Yeah. Just the floor opens up below you. Get donated down there. But yeah, I like the idea. Well, I like the idea of easier things being done by technology, like counting elephants. Someone's job was to count elephants, and he was having a horrible time.
Yeah.
So he's probably making up all the numbers. So why not do it from space? You could probably do a load of stuff from space. Elon Musk's on it. He's got a spaceship. I don't know. People are worried.
Yeah.
The end is coming. So yeah, that was... I got some ones for later that I found today, but I did try and find some interesting stuff to talk about while there was no news about. So I did. This wasn't as good as it sounds, but I just liked how it sounded. 9 of the most incredible obituaries ever written. And they were all pretty weak, right? They were all just like, oh, this guy wrote his own because he was terminally ill. You're like, great, that's incredible. But the final line of the article I thought was funny. What's the best obituary you've ever read? Tell us in the comments below. The best one I read was when my ex-wife died.
Yeah.
Oh, just felt great. Tell us in the comments. Oh, I love obituaries. And the other thing I found was 175 random fun facts. So interesting, you'll say OMG. So I went through all the facts, try and find some that are vaguely interesting.
Did any of them make you say OMG?
Well, I never really said OMG, but there's a few that I found. Rabbits can't vomit.
They just deal with it.
They just fucking fuck it out of their system, I guess. Just rabbits can't vomit. Who found that out and why? Why are you choking or putting your finger down that rabbit's throat?
Is it that they can't, or is it that they don't? Because that's...
Or maybe they're shy.
Well...
It's not in public.
So, maybe they've got their own little rabbit vomitoriums.
Yeah. Well, I guess they must have tested it, right? So they must have been like, we need to give this rabbit more and more toxic food
so
to see if it vomits.
They just die.
I mean, that's how a science test would work, right?
Yeah, but the other side of it is maybe they don't vomit because they don't get ill in that way. In which case, we should be experimenting on them.
Yeah, if they can't vomit, we can get the gene that stops us from vomiting.
Yeah.
Oh no, we want to vomit, don't we?
Well,
people need to vomit.
Probably to lose weight and that. Yeah.
Roller coasters, lose weight. Just as an excuse to get out the room, to get out of a dinner party, just vomit on the floor and leave.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
like the motion sickness thing, I don't get it. Do you get motion sick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Vix gets it as well. And it's like, it's your body, it's a simulation of what happens if you've been poisoned or something, isn't it?
Maybe. I think it's just, your brain's just confused. Because you're too smart, I think. So like basically like if you're moving in a direction, your brain goes, I'm moving in this direction, but if you're not in the control direction, like I don't get motion sickness if I drive, but I sometimes do if I'm in a passenger seat or in the back, because my eyes aren't getting the right focus for the movement that we're getting.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, yeah, that's why I think I get it from.
like I don't know if it's full on with all motion sickness, but I know with travel sickness, people that get that, it's because your body can sense that you're moving, but also that you're sitting still, and your brain makes sense of that and being like, well, this doesn't make sense. You must have been poisoned, and it makes you throw up.
Assassins.
You must have, like, there must be some kind of toxin or whatever.
Yeah. It's weird to think that people poison themselves to death. Wasn't that like the whole James Bond thing, was take a cyanide pill and burn your face?
Yeah, well, like...
You've got a gun, Bond. Chill out.
I know, cyanide, I mean, I know it's quick, but it seems fucking awful.
Yeah, was that Skyfall, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah, Javier Bardem takes out half his face.
Yeah.
Because his cyanide pill didn't fully work.
Oh.
But yeah, poisoning yourself's a bit weird. So maybe rabbits poisoned themselves so much that they decided to live, I guess.
Yeah.
No, if you don't vomit, you want to die. Maybe rabbits want to die. In other random fun facts, so interesting you say OMG, pigeons can tell the difference between a painting by Monet and a painting by Picasso. So, OMG.
I mean, unpack that. Like...
Well,
so they just showed them two paintings and was like...
They'll be like, that's a Monet.
That's not a real Monet.
Yeah, it's like the types of images they'll be attracted to, and they can tell, like, oh, this painting looks like this person because of the weird, like, I don't know, melting clocks or whatever the fuck it is. I didn't say OMG to that.
That's
apparently, space smells like seared steak. I don't believe you. Has anyone sniffed space?
I can't remember. I remember someone saying what space smelled like, but I can't remember what it was. I don't remember it being steak, but maybe it is.
How do you know? I guess you've got scratch and sniff, right? So there is some science between detecting and manufacturing odors.
Well,
so maybe something from space you could analyze and pick up what it smelt like. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you're in like an airlock. And it closes the door to let you back into the spaceship and then fills with oxygen and opens the other door. Like, although it's filled with oxygen, there'd still be whatever kind of particles or whatever there were outside that have come in with you. And that would... You'd be able to smell it then when you take your space shit off.
Could be. And they don't get that much Deliveroo. So it's not like someone brought food in.
Yeah.
They'd be like, no, something smells like steak.
Can you smell steak?
It must be the universe.
It's just space.
It's just the cosmos.
Yeah.
Fucking cosmos in its non-vegetarian bastard ways. Another fun fact, I've got quite a few of these. The longest wedding veil was the same length as 63.5 football fields.
What is the point?
She just wanted to be in the book, I think.
Just go far enough to get in the book. 63.5 football fields. That's ridiculous.
Lots of people want to get in this book, right? So.
Yeah, well, this person had one that was as long as half a football field. Maybe one that's as long as 63.5 football fields. Can we just do one? No.
Well, it's just, I've heard weddings are frustrating to plan anyway and organise.
Yeah.
It's like, let alone organising football fields worth of costume.
Yeah. A bale of veils.
Yeah. Just like, all right, again, I'm not sure if that's an OMG moment, just to get divorced, I guess.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. I like this next one, though. A pharaoh once lathered his slaves in honey to keep bugs away from him.
That's novel. That's clever.
Cover everyone in honey so they get fucked. I'll be back here, pharaohing all up in this shit. I don't like putting on a tie to go to work. I mean, these slaves aren't going to work. This is their lives. I don't like putting a tie on in the morning, even in my spare time, let alone slathering myself in honey.
Unreal.
Yeah, how much sugar's in their piss? Jesus Christ. Oh, I'll start burning through some of these. Playing the accordion was once a requirement for teachers in North Korea. All North Korean teachers had to play the accordion.
While they taught.
Just to
Okay,
qualify.
basic subtraction today.
Yeah. A double negative is a no-no. This next one. Most laughter is not because things are funny. So most laughter isn't about funny things, apparently.
It's about fitting in.
Less than 20... Again, how do they measure this? But less than 20% of laughter comes after jokes, according to neuroscientist Robert Praveen.
Right,
Maybe
but what do you consider a joke?
Yeah.
They're not saying
like
most laughter is because of
structure.
something that you didn't find funny. You still found something funny, but that doesn't mean that everything that's funny is a joke. That's a stupid...
The rest is a reaction to regular statements and questions like, how have you been? I mean, I'm a bad case for this because I laugh a lot. But apparently it helps form social bonds with people. I guess people ingratiate themselves with laughter.
Yeah, it's quite an open thing. Oh, excuse me. I'm like yawning.
I mean,
it's
finding
quite an
somebody
open
with
thing
a
to laugh
similar
in.
sense of humour
Yeah.
is definitely a bonding thing.
Yeah, and it's almost sort of letting your walls down a bit, maybe.
Yeah, I guess a little bit of an emotional side of you.
Yeah.
However spontaneous or ridiculous it was, is kind of open up in that way. But yeah, so OMG, people don't laugh because it's funny. Okay.
All right.
Dogs actually understand some English. No, they don't.
No, they don't. They understand some sounds that you've taught them.
If you go to China, right, and you start speaking English to a Chinese dog, they're not going to be like, dude,
Oh,
I totally understand this guy.
oh, yeah.
What the fuck? Dogs don't struggle in other countries. It is just noise. Riding a roller coaster could help you pass a kidney stone. I mean,
Yeah,
probably.
that was
Yeah, shaking around.
I remember that from something. I can't remember what, but it was like, yeah, a lot of movement shakes and breaks up the stones because they're quite sort of delicate things. It's just the fact that they're inside you that makes them fucking hurt so much.
Well, I mean, could you be prescribed Nemesis Inferno?
Be
By a
prescribed oblivion.
Prescribe you Superman. Isn't that in Florida? I
Yeah.
don't know. Just go on a roller coaster. Okay.
Okay.
Sea lions can dance to a beat. Apparently.
Yeah. Okay. But so can
And
parrots.
most animals react to sound, I think.
Yeah.
They react to different stuff. And yeah, all animals dance in some way, probably.
Yeah.
Chinese police use geese.
For what?
Policing.
You
think
get
the
him.
same
I'm on my lunch.
Well, I think the same reason you had a goose. Was it a goose? Or I can't
Yeah,
remember.
yeah,
An alarm. It's like
yeah.
they're loud,
They're good.
territorial.
They're good as like guard dogs, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, they've been using geese as sentries. So it's
Yeah.
not. They use it in a particular Chinese area.
They patrol areas and they are very loud. Yeah.
Yeah, so might as well enroll the geese. Why not?
Yeah, it makes sense.
I don't know why this is OMG. The man who wrote Dracula didn't even visit Transylvania.
You mean he was a writer who created a story?
Who's the J.K. Rowling never went to Hogwarts, right?
Yeah.
I mean, OMG. Napoleon was once attacked by thousands of rabbits. OMG. Just that,
Like,
yeah.
thousands?
I guess there could thousands.
What did he do?
He had a carrot or something. I don't know. Maybe just he pissed off the. He said, he vomited on something and they reacted.
They just
by
got really
not
bitter
vomiting,
about it.
charging him down. Yeah. Tornadoes can cause fish rain.
Yeah.
We knew
yeah,
this
I knew
obviously
that.
from Fargo.
Sucks up like sea creatures. If you've ever played Echo the Dolphin, you know that.
Spoiler alert. Echo the Dolphin gets sucked up into the sky and dumped in Wyoming.
It's right at the beginning with really dramatic music.
All the fish are dead. Welcome
Yeah.
to the fish game. Pigs are constitutionally protected in Florida. I think we covered this a while ago about somebody tried to paint their pig to be a flag or something. Oh, as I was going through these, there's a lot of like reminders about, I think, more scum stuff that you found.
Yeah, there was a pig flag thing, but I think that was... I thought it was like Korea or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
There was a whole episode named after it.
Might have been Denmark.
Pig flag dairy chuckers. I think Denmark was it. Yeah.
Tried to make a pig flag. There's an
Pig
entire
flag.
town... Pig fact. There's an entire town in Spain under a rock.
Huh?
Just built into the rock. Like, they're just a giant rock above everything. They couldn't be counted from space.
Yeah, I was going to say, if we live down here, they can't see us.
Yeah, they don't get the
We are
benefits
the
of
mole
the space
people.
checkout system.
Yeah, I know that there's this big thing in sort of Mediterranean countries, and I think Greece has got one as well, and Italy, where they've got areas or towns and stuff that are built into the side of cliffs. They've like hollowed them out into caves and just all stacked up on top of each other. They look really interesting.
It does sound cool, and it would be nice, but it does feel like a weird investment.
I live in Iraq. A rock.
Oh. No, but just like you think that rock might crumble, that rock might melt, that rock might be lifted into space at some point. I don't know.
Yeah.
You kind of want to see the sky. I reckon isn't there like a thing where you have to see the sky for medical purposes?
Probably.
Like you need daylight.
Yeah, you can't live underground. Otherwise, you've got no vitamin D. And you probably go fucking
like even
insane.
without the vitamin D, just your brain.
Yeah, it's
really,
like those
fizzles
people
out.
that live in is it Alaska or is it further north than that? I can't remember. But like that hemisphere, that whole circle where they get perpetual darkness in the winter. It just goes dark for like 3 months and there's no daylight at all. Like I think that it greatly affects their health.
Yeah.
To the point where like they don't live as long and like it's weird. It's like just move. I mean, there's no food there anyway.
You'd absorb some of the rock, wouldn't you?
What?
You ever feel that? Like when you're near this ocean, right? You feel like you're absorbing some salt from the sea, right?
Yeah, there's a certain...
There's a difference in the air. And I imagine being around stone. Like if you go into a cave, I think it's kind of the same feel. There's a different atmosphere because it's, stone and water and stuff. Minerals and shit.
Yeah.
Iron. Who knows? You can sneeze faster than a cheetah can run.
There's all this stupid stuff about sneezing.
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah.
People didn't say bless me, so now I'm going to test it against a cheetah. All right. I don't think you can help.
I can out-sneeze a cheetah. Well done. You're still boring.
If a cheetah was chasing me, it wouldn't catch my sneeze.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
you're dead, right?
Should we test it?
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
In Germany, people help toads cross the road.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Nice Germans, isn't it?
Yeah.
Most relationships end on a Monday.
As if this day couldn't get any worse. I'm waking up next to you.
Fucking Garfield. Yeah. They did go into, from memory, they went into more detail on that. They said most people's Facebook status, relationship status ends on a Monday. So it's not necessarily that the relationship ended on Monday, but they told the world about it on Monday.
New week, new me. Click.
I like this one. Crows hold grudges.
Yeah. And not only that, they hold grudges and they pass them down to their kids.
You see that woman over there? Fuck that woman.
Yeah.
Fuck her till she's
Seriously.
dead.
Like if you, I think we've covered it before.
Maybe.
I might have done. I might have just had a conversation with Vix about it. But like if you get like become like a threat to a crow or something, if you set up close too close to its nest, or you bother it, you throw things at it, you disturb it and stuff like that, and it gets agitated to the point where it starts like dive bombing you and shit like that, because generally raptor birds do that. They'll tell their kids about you, and there's just intergenerational hate that just it's just like rains down upon you. You just have to move.
Wonder how they communicate. They don't communicate like bees, do they? Birds, like the birds aren't going to dance the dance of hate. This is the We Hate Steve dance.
No,
they'll just like a certain caw is fuck that guy.
Yeah. They can't speak, but they've got a whiteboard.
They work with the magpies to get some satellite imagery about this is where he was that day.
Yeah.
Got it on video.
Yeah.
In other nature news, sharks existed before trees.
Yeah, I think we had fauna before flora. I think that makes sense because like we had everything came from the ocean.
This is true, but then, well, I guess is what kind of shark really? I'm sure there was a type of shark before
Pretty
there
old
was a
shark.
type of tree. Yeah. It was like there's massive sharks. There must have been small sharks at one point. Well, we were all small sharks at one point, probably.
Yeah.
In 1958, America accidentally dropped an atom bomb on South Carolina. So I liked this story. So there's a little bit more to this. In March 1958, a B-47 plane was headed to the United Kingdom and was armed with an atomic bomb. The bomb was bigger than the Fat Boy, which was the bomb that was dropped on Nagasaki. So it was a really big atom bomb. During the flight, the pilots noticed a fault light, so one of them decided to check it out. In doing so, he accidentally released the emergency pin. So, like, I guess you're driving your car and you went to turn on the window wipers, but when you did, you killed 80 million people. Luckily, it wasn't armed, so it was just...
Yeah.
but
like, so there's
that guy...
it's shot from, like, facing the two pilots head on with the bomb between them in the back, and he's, like, checking out the thing. He's like, oh, let me just... bomb just disappears.
It's one of those little like switches with like a red cap on it, and he like flicks it up and he goes click, and then the whole plane jolts because it's lost like 2/3 of its weight. He just like rolls down the airplane window, just looks out the back. Oh. just oh fuck. This is in 1958. What was 1958?
I don't know.
Was that when was the Korean War? That was like the 70s, right? What war was 1958?
I don't know. They might have
or
just
maybe they were just transporting it. Oh, the Vietnam War.
Yeah, they could have just been testing things. I don't know when Nam was. 60s.
Apparently 1958.
Oh, was it?
Continued. 1957 to 59 was the Vietnam War.
But they didn't nuke anyone at Vietnam.
No, they forgot it. They left the bomb.
They left
Carolina,
it in North Carolina. Yeah.
South Carolina.
South Carolina, sorry.
Or as it was to be known, the Void.
Well, it used to just be Carolina. and it was...
Yeah. And lastly, from the 175 facts, was it? I mean, this was all of them that I found interesting. Eating your offspring could be a sign of good parenting.
In animals?
In some species.
Okay.
So, yeah, could be anything. Yeah, good parents always eat their kids.
Well, probably. Like, I know there are some things where they'll just... The weakest ones, because they're like, well, I can only afford 2 of you, and there's 4 of you. So,
yeah.
2 of you figure it out. And they die.
Yeah, like hyenas and stuff, maybe.
Because it'd be better for them to have 2 really strong kids than 4 weak, middling ones that they get by providing for all of them.
Yeah,
which I think is a lesson we could all learn from.
Eat your kids. Yeah. Oh, I did find some... Again, I was just combing for something interesting. I did look for the world's best Dear John letters.
Dear John?
I thought maybe... It's an American term for a breakup letter.
Oh.
So what American GIs would receive a Dear John letter from their, wife or girlfriend saying, we're not together anymore.
Okay.
I didn't find any, but I did find AnswerShark.com. And AnswerShark.com is a homework cheating site where you pay them to write your paper for you.
Wow.
Right? So, and apparently, they genuinely did this for Dear John letters. So there was 3 examples. 2 of them were just like mere nothingness or whatever. But this one I thought was good. So this is written by a professional who helps people cheat on their homework. Dear Kevin, how are you doing?
Good start.
Great start to every letter. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're doing great. Do you remember the last conversation? And bear in mind, the people writing these letters don't know anything else about the person, really. They're just kind of winging all this information, because it's not like... I mean, do you remember the last conversation we had? The person writing this doesn't know that.
No.
They're just trying to throw in generic stuff to work. I've had many reflections on the issue, and I have decided now I want to proceed henceforth.
Right.
Henceforth is great in a breakup letter.
Yeah.
We have been friends for 2 years now. He's breaking up a friendship, and I must admit we have become extremely close. You are the greatest pal I have ever had. Maybe I just find this more funny. We have shared a lot, some in the good times and others in the bad times. I am particularly grateful for the support you offered me after I lost my family. Alright, cheers Kev. I would not have recovered from the trauma had you not stood by me. I owe you for that. So now we should break up. Our relationship has grown from a mere friendship to a romantic one. However, after doing a lot of self-checking, it's not soul-searching, I'm afraid I must let you go.
Is this person English?
It does sound like broken English, doesn't it? Maybe it's done by a foreign person who's not got English as a second language. But
You
it's
outsourced your breakup letter.
Yeah, to Japan. Or to South Carolina. Although I would love to be with you, I am yet to get over my love for my late husband. I like the idea that he just improv'd that.
Yeah.
So the person reading this had no idea that she had a late husband. What? It would be, therefore, dishonest of me and unfair to you if we were to allow our relationship move to the next level. A relationship can only work when both parties give it their best. Sadly, I can't. Perhaps I should not be asking this, but I would love to continue to be your friend. Alright. I will cherish you forever, Sandra. There you go, Kev. Kevin, if you're listening and you receive that letter, please let us know.
Christ almighty.
Yeah.
It's bad enough that you break up with someone in a letter, but...
Not even a text.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You've got to wait postage and packaging for that.
But to be, frankly, such a shit person that you have to pay somebody else to do it for you. Yeah. It's like, I just can't find the words. Well, this person can't either, apparently.
Yeah, well, just like, here's some key talking points, right? My husband's dead. His name's Kevin. I'm Sandra, by the way. Cherished forever. I don't know. You can you make something out of that? Cheers, Kev. Cheers, whoever wrote this.
Yeah.
I did find a couple of news articles today as well, so I'll go through those real quick. A 19-year-old Atlanta area teen was arrested on Thursday and has been accused of stealing $1 million from a grocery store.
Oh.
It's quite a lot, isn't it?
Why has a grocery store got $1 million?
Not like cash, but like
in stock,
in fraud of some
beans.
kind. Yeah. Police said Trey Brown spent 2 weeks creating over 40 fake returns to obtain over $980,000 while he was employed at the Kroger grocery store between December and January.
Oh.
So he worked there and he created fake returns.
Okay.
I don't know how you would do that in a grocery store, but a supermarket or whatever.
With most places you can refund straight onto a card, and they always say like, well, you don't you need to use the card that you paid with, but that's actually not true. You can just use any card. So you just put your card in, put the refund pin in, and then decide.
But if you got refunded, a lot of apples,
yeah,
then it would be recorded that you received a lot of apples.
Well, that's the thing.
Where are they?
Where are they? And $1 million worth of stuff.
Yeah.
Like $1 million worth of beans or apples or whatever. Ice.
Oh, I threw them away.
It melted.
Yeah. The returns ranged from $75 to over $87,000. This grocery store.
What the fuck are they selling?
Well, I think Kroger's groceries sounds like a chain. So it's not like a small grocery store.
Aisle 6 next to the Teslas.
What does Asda sell for, I don't know, £70,000?
Their checkouts.
Yeah, just, I don't know, their branch.
Slaves.
Someone's returned the branch.
Yeah. The entirety of George.
Well, to be fair, he was a 19-year-old, I think I said. Yeah, 19 years old. Fair enough. He got $1 million.
Banging.
You know, he apparently used the money to buy clothes, guns, shoes, and cars.
Yeah. Sounds about
The
right.
essentials.
19.
Clothes, then guns, then shoes.
Nobody should be surprised by that, though. It's not going to be like he apparently put the money into savings.
He spent it all on Legos.
He put it on his pension.
He put it in a low-rate IPO, whatever that means. Prior to his arrest, police said Brown totaled one of the cars he bought.
Yeah.
So he was so happy he smashed his car.
That's all right. I'll just return it.
Up. Yeah, put it on the card if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
And lastly, from me, I always find it weird when Robbie Williams is in the news because he's always like, Stoke just loves him because he's from Stoke.
Yeah.
Stoke-on-Trent born singer Robbie Williams is reportedly quarantining in the Caribbean after he is now positive for coronavirus.
Great.
Quarantining in paradise.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, not Robbie. Oh, I've got to sit on this beach for a couple of weeks longer. Oh, no. He went to St. Bart's with wife Ada and their 4 children on December 28th. A source told The Sun, Robbie's been fairly sick. All right. Quarantine on a beach.
Yeah.
Isn't that just Lost? Lost is just a big COVID quarantine.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't watch Lost. I know the world was massive on it, so I didn't bother.
The first season is awesome.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's one of those things where like, oh my God, it could do all these cool stuff. But it's one of those where your imagination is better than the reality.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the first season alone is like, oh no, this is really good. But it was one of the first styles of like...
The first...
I think...
Yeah,
it's like
same
flashback shows.
Yeah.
What it is.
Well, it was one of the sort of pioneering like hour-long drama things.
Yeah.
Like, one of the first ones that came out. There was that, like Heroes, Prison Break.
Heroes didn't... I caught an episode randomly somewhere and it didn't age very well. I thought Heroes was actually all right when I watched it. I was like, this is actually pretty good.
Need to have another look. I remember
it faded quite quickly.
Yeah, I remember season 1 being
the early
great.
Seasons being good.
I really liked season 1, but I've only watched it once. Season 2 started and then was ruined by the writer's strike, and then it all just went shitty from there.
Robbie Williams. How do we get to Heroes from Robbie Williams? Hour-long shows. Lost. Yeah, the first. Yeah. The Lost people loved it, but yeah, the first couple of seasons were really good, and then it started to fade, as so many do. But yeah, Lost was like the key. Oh yeah, flashback. It was one of the first like shows I remember that's like, here's a overarching plot line, and we're gonna do an origin story for everybody in that plot line.
Right.
So it's like that's all it is really, but it's good. It is a good show, the first season anyway. So yeah, Robbie Williams is quarantined in St. Bart's. I don't know where that is.
Excellent.
The Caribbean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for him. Have
you been punched in the face again?
No. Why has it come up again?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't say anything.
I don't know. You know, I don't know if you would want to tell me if you were being domestically abused. I don't know if you would tell me that.
I think it's because I tend to sit like this. So it's just...
I'm just too pensive. I keep on considering my place within the world, when to do my taxes.
Yeah.
When do we rotate out? Can you make a claim on potpourri?
Yeah.
Sorry about the potpourri. I really like the word at the moment. It sounds funny, and the very concept of it is just, I don't even know what it is. It's just like scented vegetable crisps, right?
It's dried outdoors with perfume on it.
Yeah. Just perfumed wood.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Pine cones and petals and shit.
This will make my friends like me.
It's like trail mix if trail mix was a perfume.
Yeah, but just I guess it's a scent thing then, must be, right?
Yeah.
People put it out to have
it's an air
scent
freshener. An old fashioned one.
We smell like weird wood.
Yeah.
Right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
To prove it, you can see it. But yeah, that's me this week.
Cool. All right. A few articles. 11 Chinese miners trapped underground since the 10th of January following an explosion have thanked rescuers for providing medicine, but have said that they'd really like some sausages.
If you wouldn't mind, we're rather hungry.
Yeah. I mean,
they've sent down paracetamol again.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Ibuprofen. Brian's anti-psych meds or whatever.
Throw them away.
Yeah.
Getting boring down here. Let's get everyone having a psychotic episode.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't like, do you remember when there was the Mexican miners trapped
Chilean
underground?
miners.
Chilean, that was it. And it was
and
like,
Dave Grohl
it was
wrote
a big deal the world over. And I hadn't heard of this until they asked for sausages.
What the one before this? That was Thailand?
The cavers.
Trip.
Oh yeah, I remember that. They went underground.
Elon Musk and a paedophile.
Yeah, and they were some bullshit. Yeah, and they were trying to work out what to send, how to get shit up there and get the kids out and whatever.
Elon Musk was like, "Oh, I've got a starship." I'm like, all right, Elon.
All right,
I can make a submarine. Elon, relax.
Yeah, give it a go. Yeah. There was I haven't written it down because I'd seen it everywhere and I was so confident that you cover it that I didn't bother. Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina exploded. I only know because my dad told me.
Oh, something you might not have seen, son.
Yeah.
Exploding vagina.
Yeah, I got a text off my dad that said Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina's exploded. But you know, she started selling those candles that smell like her vagina. Well, there was one that exploded at a flat in London and burnt the place down. But the headline was just Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina has exploded.
Must be weird. Well, I guess if you're selling, wicks in wax, I guess.
Yeah.
Like if you're selling fire, there's going to be fire.
Something's going to happen. I'm sure she's like pretty happy about it. It's like it's made the news.
If anything, they just have to rebrand it as like slightly now with more spice.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now with more kick. Now with more kaboom.
This one, I found it funny, but then it was also just because there was a throwaway line at the end that I found really funny. So I'll just go through it really quick. Police officers in Guelph, Ontario, arrested a man this week for, quote, annoying the crap out of his neighbours. Police were called due to repeated noise complaints, and when they arrived and asked the man to stop yelling, he said no. And he just...
No.
He just carried on, just screaming and yelling. He was arrested and charged for mischief. But then, like at the end of the article, it said, and last week in Ontario, a driver told police that his car wasn't insured because he didn't believe in insurance. Some people don't believe in God. I don't believe in insurance.
Insurance, yeah. I don't. It's never manifested itself in front of me.
Yeah. Can you count it from space? It's not there, then, is it?
Oh yeah, I believe in elephants. I believe in a shit fuck ton of elephants.
I believe in anything you can see from space.
Yeah. Can you see? Oh yeah. Oh, they obviously said with that only if it's not cloudy.
Oh yeah.
You can't see through the clouds. They did say it had to be like a non-cloudy day.
Makes sense.
That'd be even weirder, right? The clouds part. Yeah. I wouldn't. Yeah. Well, I guess you can argue you can believe in whatever. Well, it's that weird thing. Again, it's that trying to make sense of stuff, but. You're allowed to your own personal beliefs, but you have to accept that the society believes in certain things, and you have to adhere to those.
That's the thing. It's like, well, these aren't
wheels.
These aren't your roads, so
I don't believe in speed limits
because you're allowed to drive on your own land, like without insurance and without without anything. You can drive as fast as you want. You can drive drunk.
I used to think that parks were private land, like certain parks were private. Obviously, I was in the south and in southeast London, so it wasn't really, the south or anything like that. But yeah, I used to give my mates rides on my motorbike, which I wasn't meant to do when I had a provisional license, in like parks and stuff.
Yeah,
because I was like, it's private land, and I wonder there must be a term for it. It's not charisma, but like 'cause the police got called and the police came up to me, but I didn't like weasel out of it. But I just, it's not charm, it's not charisma, because I wasn't trying to seduce or try to suck up or anything like that. It was just if I speak to somebody with enough confidence, they tend to leave you alone.
Well, I mean, police are, on the whole, from my experience, I know a lot of people would be like, "Oh yeah, it's because you're white." It's like, shut up. But like, they're generally reasonable as long as you are.
Yeah, well, it's just human interaction. I mean, I think I've spoken about it before on the podcast, but I went to a friend's house who was having a tough time with a relationship, and it turns out before I got there, and it was all unjustified really, but the woman called the police on the man on my mate who I was going to see, because she was afraid of being, of domestic violence, which was an overreaction. That sounds like mansplaining, right? But my point is, I turned up to my friend's house. The police were there. The police knew that I was coming, and the police were told that I'm a large, strong man who's going to come and get very angry. I never really knew these people. So the police had every reason to prepare themselves for an aggressive person coming up. But because I'm calm and I didn't even know what was going on, just chatting to someone as a human being, like police be like, "Oh, what's going on? Do you want a cigarette?" Let's de-escalate this. This seems a bit intense. But it's not like charisma. It's not like, "Oh, where are you from?" Trying to, swerve around people.
It's just being reasonable.
I guess it's just confidence.
Yeah.
It's just like, look, I'm not a threat. If I was a threat, I wouldn't be talking to you like this.
Yeah.
Let's chillax. Let's move on. I've always been able to do that with teachers, and teachers was just like lying for some. I just found it funny to talk to teachers as if I was an adult, because of the illusion that, we're 16, we're children. So I'm like,
yeah.
No, I used to park in the teacher's car park, and when people would tell me you're not supposed to park here, I just say it was one of the teachers' cars, and I drive them. I drive their cars sometimes. Okay.
But they don't care. They don't,
like, all right.
They're not going to take it any further than that, because it's like, well, then it becomes part of my day.
Yeah. It could very well have been that, and I didn't pick it up at the time. It was just like, you've given me a reason, and I can't be asked with any more of it.
Yeah.
So fine. But there was this. I seem to remember there being like a recognition of, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then they just walk away, and I'd be like, all right. Fair enough. Yeah. Act with enough confidence, and you can park where you want.
Yeah.
That's the moral of that story.
Police officers in Beaverton, Oregon, are on the lookout for a car thief who stole a woman's car, returned to lecture her when he realised her child was in the back seat, before getting back in the car and driving off.
What the? Some people, parents, this stupid. We're going back. Did he drive off with the child again, or did he at least leave the child back?
When the suspect saw the child, he returned to the mother and reprimanded her, threatened to call the police on her for leaving a child in the car, and then drove away in her car.
So he must have.
Yeah, he went back, gave her the child, had a go at her, and then stole the car again.